The television advertising industry has been trying to replace Nielsen for a very long time. Why is anybody's guess, other than they just want to have single-sided control of their sales approach to anybody who's going to do any marketing on their platforms or their stations. And I guess that's probably the simplest explanation for why they would want to go about it. But at the same time, they're losing some valuable elements that decades of research and hard work have yielded coming out of Nielsen. For example, they've gone back and done studies on what the most successful ad campaigns are and why, and what leads to success. They want to have a level of engagement and reach that makes the advertisement successful. They understand that, which is why they understand ratings. The ratings is what lead different advertisers to advertise on different shows or different platforms or in social media. And that makes an awful lot of sense. We're on the cusp of Nielsen actually getting ready to release their new effective tracking capabilities for all of these ratings, and I have to say, it's pretty impressive. It would take decades for other industry elements to come up with the same kind of data, which is incredibly comprehensive. So on this Tech Tuesday, as I said, let's take a look at what Nielsen's doing. Here we go. Going back several years, let's say five years ago, Nielsen was doing some really interesting work. They were looking at what actually makes advertising effective and what the key elements of that are. And this is not anything new. I'm not here to teach you a marketing class. I'm not here to talk about the actual advertising industry. I'm here to talk to you about the way Nielsen approaches it, because they understand what they are. They are a vehicle to sell advertisement in various forms in various locations, not just television anymore. So they realized that making up the entire pinwheel of what would make a successful ad campaign is driven completely by the creative. The creative and the context are the two most important elements when it comes to having an advertisement. Targeting is very important, but it's that creative, that big idea that sells something to you. The Budweiser commercial that featured the frogs, brilliant idea. Without the proper context wrapped around a creative idea and the ability to sell something, you are going to fall short. And it seems like the fall off is always the targeting. That's where it always falls short. And this is the area that Nielsen is intending to fix. In fact, that's what this new program is all about. So from our friends over at Variety, and not even their VIP section, we've got Nielsen plans to examine consumer reaction to ads in new measurement system. Nielsen has for decades been known as a company that counts people. Now it wants to start counting their reactions. And this is key. This is where Nielsen will separate themselves from the from the industry newcomers, shall we say. The media measurement giant said last Monday that it plans to weave in data about how consumers respond to seeing commercials, potentially examining to see if they buy something or visit a website in response to seeing a pitch. It's going to be fairly easy for them to track, too. These actions are known in the ad industry as outcomes, and they are incredibly valuable. That really kind of lets you know if your targeting or your reach has been achieved. Chief Operating Officer at Nielsen, Karthik Rao, says, "We continue to make tremendous progress to bring cross-platform metrics to market by end of this year. So we should see this product soon. Furthermore, we continue to innovate our solution to add more features while bringing in additional metrics that matter most to marketers." And I think that's how they're going to separate themselves, or how they intend to separate themselves from the new also-rans. Nielsen is in the midst of a battle with some of its biggest customers, the TV networks. who have lined up new measurement competitors to analyze their audiences after Nielsen stumbled noticeably last year amid the global crisis and lost its industry accreditation. That's an interesting way to put that because honestly, Nielsen suspended the accreditation themselves. So I don't know why that's being reported that way. But this new measurement system that Nielsen's bringing to us is called Nielsen One. It believes it'll be able to not only count audiences across linear TV screens and digital venues, but it'll also be able to tabulate audience impressions and be able to measure the frequency of viewing and the reach of any given ad, or any given program for that matter. Currently, Nielsen has said that they have an alpha version of its Nielsen One and will have general availability by the end of this year, and I'm looking forward to that. The new features unveiled Wednesday will remain in alpha form upon introduction into the user interface that they will release in 2023. The company plans to integrate Polk Automotive audience segments by S&P Global Mobility, followed by additional groups and audiences, including client first-party segments, and said the first iteration of outcomes will reflect attribution metrics for consumer packaged goods, soon to be followed by automotive campaigns. Those are the two biggest things that come to mind when you think about advertising. I don't know. I think Nielsen is going to be the clear winner here because they have been the clear winner for decades. And I want them to be able to show us what we're, all interested in watching, and maybe what we're all interested in buying. With that, I can just say, what do you think? Do you think that Nielsen has a chance to retain the industry that it essentially created? The ability to track ratings? Do you think that they may just have built themselves a better mousetrap than even their first one and have a pretty decent jump on their competitors? Please utilize the comments section down below, and hopefully we can have a chat about it. If this is something you're interested in, please let me know for future videos, because I pay attention to the ratings because I always want to know how popular a show is, but there may be other reasons to pay attention to them now. Obviously, marketing. Be sure to support other independent creators here on the platform, as they absolutely do need your support, your engagement, your opportunity to share videos, and obviously hit the like and subscribe to other content creators really does make a difference, because right now we are not having the volume turned up on our channels. And there are many creators out there that could use the support and the growth that just a simple comment could add to their channel. And of course, I would like to mention that I do have another channel, a lifestyle channel. It's a do-it-yourself channel, which will walk you through some of the basic stuff that I'm doing at various locations. Things as simple as upgrading some mini blinds to actually doing some heavy-duty remodeling in the near future, including a kitchen island redesign and everything in between. So keep an eye on that channel. It'll be down in the description below. It's called Cultured Builds. That's right. And with all of that being said, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. It really is. And until next time, bye.
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.